It's snowing, it's festive, there's trees and lights everywhere. You know what time it is. It's Starlight Celebration time. Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to Crusnik Sanctuary. I'm your host, Crusnik X, alongside me, Arya. Wait, Arya, where are you?
Where are you?
I'm over here.
Oh. I'm Ninja.
You're not Ninja. Anyway, alongside me is my lovely girlfriend, Arya Stormborn.
You just say that because you like my tail.
Never have I wanted to punt a Mikote more.
That's good because I'm a Mithra.
What?
I said that's good because I'm a Mithra.
You're a Mikote.
I'm a Mithra.
Where in the source, you're a Mikote. Anyways. Today marks the beginning of the Starlight Celebration for the year 2020 in Final Fantasy XIV Online. So we've decided to partake in the festivities the only way we know how. By dressing up in costume. Little does Arya Stormborn know that her idol animation, she's got new idol animations.
I do.
Yeah. Use / change pose. I said / change pose, not / pose.
I did / change pose.
Keep going.
Work.
It's cycling through the poses. We've got like 5 or 6 different poses now. Instead of the regular 4.
Oh, hey, I have a superhero pose now. Da, da, da.
I could say what I think it is, but I think that's more the I want to speak to your manager pose.
I was going to say it's more the wifey, you're pissing me off and I'm going to beat you if you don't do what you're supposed to do pose.
With a frying pan? Anyway, alright. We've got a lot of content to cover, so let's not waste any more time. And in order to do this, we gotta talk to good old Amgaranji, who has been overseeing this for the past 8 years. So, let's not waste any more time and get right down to this quest line with the level 15 quest of Festive Fiasco. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer! I see the saint has once again guided you to me in its most wonderful of seasons. Truly, your very presence is a starlight miracle. That said, I'm afraid I must apologize. There's been a bit of a rub, you see, and as such, we're not quite ready to kick off the festivities as of yet. How shall I put it? Our troubles began when we encountered some unexpected delays in deciding on a theme for this year's event. Things spiraled from there, and as a result, we've been left with far too much to do in far too little time. As a result, we celebrants have been forced to recruit helpers of all stripes, from small children to strapping adventurers like yourself. Speaking of which, you wouldn't perchance be able and willing to lend us a hand, would you? Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm just here to bug you.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I dare say your generosity truly embodies the Starlight season. Without further ado, allow me to explain the tasks we would ask of you.
And who should be here but Godbert frickin' Manderville?
No, it's the Saint.
But he looks like Godbert.
Well, everybody's got a doppelganger.
He talks like Godbert. He doesn't wear...
At least he's wearing...
He doesn't wear pants like Godbert.
He's wearing clothes.
He doesn't wear pants.
Clothes.
No pants.
I wouldn't wear pants either.
Anyway. Pants. Ho, ho, ho! It would seem you have found a most promising helper for me again this year.
Another adventurer? And I suppose this one too will also be wanting some kind of reward for their services. I say, sometimes I wonder if this whole Starlight business is worth the effort and the coin we pour into it year after year.
Must you be such a killjoy, my young friend? Just look at the faces of the children around you. Why, each year they spend moons waiting in eager anticipation of this most joyous of seasons, and the most delightful presents they will receive.
Ah, yes, the presents. Worthless trinkets foisted off on naive young fools in hopes of making them forget the mundanity of their everyday existences. If we truly wanted to bring joy to people, would it not be more prudent to invest in things that might actually improve the quality of their daily lives?
Who's this prick?
Ahem. Allow me to introduce Kamlito Halito, first son of a prominent family of surveyors in Uldar. He's journeyed here all the way from the Sultanate to help us prepare this year's festivities. Standing beside him is the Saint of Nemea himself, a man who no doubt needs no introduction.
Let me state for the record that I did not come here merely to deck the streets with gaudy lights and trinkets. I initially proposed to Father that we do away with all this mummery and transform this festival into something that would contribute more directly to the mutual economic prosperity of our nations and the realm as a whole. But did he listen? No, he simply muttered something about how he didn't raise his son to be a stuffy spoilsport and all but demanded that I accompany the Saint of Nemea here to learn something about holiday cheer. Whatever that is supposed to mean. Never have I wanted...
The word his father should have used was Scrooge.
All I know is never have I wanted to punt a Lalafell more. And we're forgetting I've been through Lolorito and Teleji Adeleji.
Come now, Kamlito.
Can we make a top 10 list?
Come now, Kamlito. I understand that you are serious about your family business, but I dare say it wouldn't hurt for you to lighten up from time to time. Here, perhaps this will put a smile on your face.
Alright, you're up, Arya.
Do you mean that truly? If I can help you, I get a present too?
But of course, my dear child. Behold, the Twinkle Box! Tucked beneath the many lids of this casket are hidden all manner of delightful wares. Why, they have been fashioned especially for this year's festivities by some of the realm's most celebrated crafters. For every task you complete, you will earn the opportunity to pop off one of its lids and help yourself to the contents within. And that's just the start of it. Needless to say, there will be even more glorious gifts in store for you when the preparations are complete and the festivities can kick off in earnest. You can think of this chest as something to tide you over in the meantime, and as our way of thanking you for lending us celebrants a helping hand in our time of need. What do you say, child?
Wow! This is wonderful! Mother and Father say I have to help out around the house during Starlight, so I don't know if I can come back. But I have plenty of time to help now. Just say what you need and leave it to a saying to get things done.
Insane, is it? What a generous girl you are. Thank you ever so much. Needless to say, we've prepared some very special presents for adventurers like you as well. So I hope you can collect and enjoy them all.
Yes, yes. Isn't that all so special? Now, if we're done getting all giddy about trifling baubles and toys, I should be getting back to work. All those starlight trees aren't going to decorate themselves after all.
Now then, if you're ready to get started, simply head west from the amphitheater and speak to my colleague stationed before the water wheel hut. She'll be happy to explain all you need to know to get started.
All right. Off to the water wheel. You coming, Arya?
Yep.
It is always lag-tastic this time of year.
Oops.
What do you mean, oops? What's that mean? What do you mean saying oops there?
I should have taken a left at Albuquerque.
No, you shouldn't have. Go across the bridge.
Yeah, except I wasn't going across the bridge. I was falling off the bank.
Oh. An adventurer? I was expecting young Isane, but I suppose you'll suffice. I'd like you to get to work immediately, taking down the decorations nearby. Hold your chocobos now. It's not as if we're calling the celebration off. It's simply that... Well, you met Camlito Halito, yes? He was in charge of this area, and let's just say his sense for what's appropriate for Starlight leaves something to be desired. I can handle things here by myself, so I'd ask you to head to the Conjurer's Guild and take down any seasonally inappropriate decorations you might find. When you're through, you can bring the inappropriate ornamentation back here to me, and I'll see that it's properly stored away. Alright. Let's roll. Coming,
I'd rather
love?
walk.
What?
I said I'd rather walk.
You coming, love, or what?
Yes, I'm coming.
Save some Reese's for me.
They're not Reese's.
What are they?
Things that you won't eat, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, chocolate-covered strawberries. Yeah, keep them to yourself.
Cherries, but okay.
Either way, keep them to yourself. So, we've got an All Saints Wake decoration that somehow ended up here. Some hatching tight eggs. I thought you were behind me.
Phrasing.
No phrasing meant on that one.
I mean, if you think about it, they could be painted white and turned into snowballs.
Egg-shaped snowballs.
Oh, why not?
Yeah,
Have a little
sure.
imagination.
And some bomb lanterns from... from, I mean, they could be from All Saints Wake, but they could also be from the, shit, I'm drawing a blank.
Moonfire.
Moonfire Fair, yes. Anyway, we got all three. That's... How do you get so far behind me? Oh, you went to Miketo's amphitheater, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta come back to the water wheel, love.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
There she is.
I thought it was a good shortcut.
Good in theory. In practice, not so much. Alright, let's give him the decorations and... Ah, yes! That should do it then. Isania finished cleaning up her assigned area as well. In half the time, I might add.
Did you see some of those so-called decorations? It's as if that man has never attended a single day's worth of Starlight festivities in his life.
At any rate, I suppose I'll see to it that the ornaments you took down are replaced with something more festive. In the meantime, I'd appreciate it if you could report to Arm in my stead.
Of course! Leave it to me!
Alright, back to Miketo's. With our black Hayates nipping at our heels.
That's the closest thing to a puppy I'm getting.
Hey, you don't know that.
Really?
If we get someone...
Did Nana say that she's going... Or did Nana say that she's going to let us get a dog? 'Cause...
If we ever get a place of our own, maybe I'll consider it. Anyways, let's speak to
Thank you for all your help, friend. I promise we'll get our act together one of these years. In the meantime, we truly appreciate your saintly efforts in helping us see that every child has a smile on their face for Starlight. Allow me to also apologize on Camlito's behalf for the extra work he created for you. The boy has much to learn, yes, but I've no doubt that he will come to understand what the spirit of the season is all about in due time. In the meantime, allow me to express my gratitude for all you've done in true Starlight fashion, with a present from the Twinkle Box. Go ahead, help yourself, and remember that there are more gifts waiting for you if you're feeling inclined to lend us your aid again.
Upon completing each of the tasks assigned to you by Garanji, you may open one of the lids of the Twinkle Box and help yourself to one of the presents inside. Alright. Alright, what have we got first? Looks like fireworks. Magic Prism, numeral 5. This peculiar contraption creates illusions by weaving together myriad shades of light. Causes a large 5 to appear in midair. Alright. Is there something else?
Oh, and lest I forget, I'm not the only one who truly appreciates your efforts. Far from it. We've been receiving messages from the realm over thanking you and your fellow adventurers for all you do for the people of Eorzea each and every day. My colleague Banefell here in the amphitheater is holding on to them all. So if you're curious, simply say the word. He'd be happy to share the words of appreciation and good cheer.
Missives of gratitude from across the realm have arrived in time for Starlight season. A new letter will be available to read each time preparations for the festivities are successfully completed, so be sure to take a break from your efforts from time to time and speak with Banefield. Alright. How about we check out the first of them? What have we got?
Thank you for your invaluable aid, friend. The Starlight festivities never could have happened without you, and my colleagues and I are far from the only ones who appreciate your efforts. Letters have arrived from across the realm to thank you for your generosity. Just see for yourself.
Alright, let's read them. So, through the magic of digital editing, we will cut some of these things out. Or maybe not. Let's start with the letter from the drowning wench.
Doing your part to assist in the Starlight festivities, Arya? Let old Balron tell you. These fresh-off-the-boat adventurers that show up here these days could learn a thing or two from ye. All about the glory these types are. Work in the fields at Summerford, but I want to save the world. Ha! Mayhap you should learn and to avoid becoming Google mulch first, I say. But you're different. Ye understand that putting a smile on even one lonely child's face is as heroic a deed in its own right as fending off a fleet of pirates. Merry Starlight to ye, lad, and may your sails always be full.
Thanks, Badaron. We also have another missive to look at. A letter from House Borel. My friend, it is both an honor and a pleasure to see an Asgardian tradition bring joy to children all over the realm, thanks to the tireless efforts of you and your colleagues. On behalf of my entire nation, I offer you my gratitude. While nothing would make me happier than to join you this season, I regret to say that these remain difficult times here in the Holy See. There is much that requires my attention here, leaving me with, most unfortunately, little time for levity. Still, I must give thanks that I am able to celebrate the occasion with a restful night in the company of my loved ones here at House Borel. Be well, my friend, and I look forward to the day when we might feast together in these halls once more. One of these days, Emmerich. One of these days. All right. Alright, now that we've read the first couple of missives, shall we continue with the quest? We continue on with the next quest in the storyline, Starlight Slapdashery.
I'm heartened to see you've decided to stick around. Apparently there's another set of decorations that aren't quite up to snuff. Would you mind helping Usain look into the matter and fix things up? I've asked her to wait out just outside the amphitheater.
Let's do it. Alright, where is he saying? There she is. Alright, let's do it.
Oh, hello there. When I was on my way back before, some of the townspeople told me that there's something strange about the snowman over by the shaded bower. Tomito was in charge of those as well. I know that he's new to all this, but how hard can it be to make a snowman? Anyhow, let's go and see what's wrong, shall we? I'll race you there.
Last one there is rotten egg. First!
Aw, no fair.
It's totally fair.
It is not.
It was totally fair. I win.
Is not.
Anyway.
There's something strange about these snowmen, yes? But I can't quite put my finger on it. What do you suppose it is?
Maybe the fact that they're all looking in the wrong frickin' direction?
Maybe they wanted to look at the trees.
The snowmen seem to be facing in odd directions. Set them straight so that the Starlight festivities might proceed in good order.
If you want to take another look from a distance, just ask me.
I don't think we'll be needing to. Let's just turn these snowmen right, okay? Okay.
You spin them right round, baby, right round, like a record player, right round.
I will pull your tail.
You can't.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You forget I have ways of pulling your tail. The snowmen are now facing straight. The snowmen are now facing straight so as to welcome customers into the shops. See? Did it. Anyway, let's open up the cutscene. There we go. Okay, it looks pretty darn good. All happy little snowmen.
Wow! It's as if the snowmen were all smiling and inviting us in. Who'd have thought that turning them around a bit could make such a difference?
Oh, it's you two. Whatever are you doing lolling about here? I've already finished my latest task. Behold! Take notes, and perhaps one day you'll be able to work as efficiently. Once again, Camlito Halito's decorations strike you as leaving something to be desired. I believe the word you're looking for is slapdash. Why, the sheer nerve! Might I remind you that people are lucky a personage as esteemed as myself has deemed to assist with such menial tasks. In a just world, I would be placed in charge of the entire event, and you would be assisting me. That is where my true talents lie, not in making silly snowmen and putting lights on trees.
You don't know the first thing about Starlight. That's why all your decorations were such a mess until this adventurer and I fixed them.
What? What nonsense is this?
It's true. She actually understands what Starlight is about. She wants everyone that takes part in the festivities to feel the joy of the season, and it shows in the care she puts into every little task. Don't you care about making others happy? Or even being happy yourself? Why, I haven't even seen you smile once the whole time you've been here.
Why, I never! I came here to do a job, and against my will. Perhaps putting up these ridiculous decorations is enough to amuse a child like you, but I am a man grown.
So what if I'm a child? I actually care about Starlight, and my decorations will put smiles on more faces than yours ever will.
Smiles this, happiness that. Be honest. Starlight is all about getting presents, yes? Then why don't I give you some coin? With money you can buy whatever you want.
I don't want your stupid money. I'm going back.
Making a poor child cry? Consider me unimpressed, Camlito. And yet, I cannot help but feel that there is more to that child's situation than meets the eye. I shall inquire further. In the meantime, pray return to Amgarani and apprise her of your progress.
Perhaps I could stand and take my work a bit more seriously. Well, this is escalating quickly. Alright, let's head back to the amphitheater. Coming, love?
Yeah.
There we are. Alright, let's speak with if I can find her within half these... There she is.
Large Moose performs the Manderville.
Welcome back, friend. Thanks to your tireless efforts on our behalf, I am pleased to report that we are closer than ever to getting the festivities in full swing. Don't forget to help yourself to another present from the Twinkle Box. I dare say you've more than earned it.
Another 99 magic prisms. Let's see. Numeral 4. Okay. Another thank you letter has arrived from one of your admirers. Speak to Banefeld at Miketo's amphitheater to see what it says. Well, let's see.
It says that you jinxed me.
What do you mean I jinxed you?
I mean, Cleveland just scored a touchdown.
Anyway. A letter from the Carline Canopy.
I hope this letter finds you well, Chris. Tells me that the preparations for this year's Starlight festivities have been more trying than ever. I regret that I could not lend a hand myself, but watching over the young ones who would follow in your footsteps keeps me occupied as ever. As if that weren't enough. What with the deep chill in the air these days, it's all I can do to keep Vigaga's gift from freezing and cracking in the cold. It is not an easy or glamorous task, but it is one I would not entrust to any other. No, for though the work may be strenuous, gazing out at the great wheel in the stillness of the falling snow, these moments of tranquility I would not trade for anything in the world. I hope that you too are able to find some measure of quietude and respite amidst the revelry of the Starlight season.
Thanks, Mione. Alright, we also have one from Big West Shortstop. I have a feeling this is shoot.
I have no idea.
I'll remember once the text raises. Oh, it's Round Rocks!
Round Rocks heard that Uplander is collecting all sorts of whirlycogs and bobby bits to give to children. Round Rocks can give Uplander secret treasure too if Uplander wants. Shiny junk, sparkly rocks, no matter how small, treasures give children big dreams. Big dreams just like Round Rocks is dreaming. Yes, Round Rocks dreams of new future. Sparkly shining future when all hot wishes of children come true. Future where Mide and friends are waiting for Round Rocks. Yes, Round Rocks will hand-make city of great treasures for that day.
All right. All right. 2 more touching letters of appreciation. Let's get back to work. The next quest is the True Spirit of Starlight.
Thanks in no small part to your tireless efforts, I dare say we're on track to begin the festivities sooner than I anticipated. That said, I fear there's still more work to be done. If only I weren't so utterly useless. Did you say something, Carmelito?
Me? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all.
At any rate, the next job I'd like to entrust to you is preparing the tree. Speak to my colleague at the Acorn Orchard over in New Gridania, and she'll be happy to brief you on the task at hand.
All right. Off to behind the carpenter's shed.
That just sounds dirty.
I had to sneak some innuendo in here. Alright. Where am I going now? There. Where's Hodor when we need him?
Hodor.
You coming, love? Oh, here she comes.
Yeah.
Today's Monday, right?
Yep.
Okay, gotta remind myself at midnight to turn on new actions. Anyway.
Are you here to help? Remarkable! Splendiferous, even! I've just been inspecting the trees that have been put up around town, and I couldn't help but notice that something was amiss. See here, part of the trunk has been gnawed away, as if by an animal or the like. Were any more damage to be done to the tree, it might fall over, and that would be most perilous for any small child who happened to be standing beneath it at the time. I had a mind to call for a skilled woodworker, that perhaps they might examine the tree and reinforce it for us. Might I ask you to head to the Carpenter's Guild in my stead? This adventure will be going, you say? I suppose that means you won't be needing me. Very well, then. I shall inspect the other trees or the like. Alright. Off into the Carpenter's Guild. Do you want to take this one, Arya?
Hello there. What brings you to the Carpenter's Guild during this season of celebration, friend? Some cute little woodland creatures have been chewing away at your starlight tree, you say? Well, that won't do at all. I dare say this calls for an investigation.
Alright, back to the tree.
I cannot thank you enough, my friend. Clearly you have summoned a carpenter of surpassing skill. I am most relieved to know that the children of Gridania need not fear any falling trees as they open their presents this starlight season. Ah, yes, I forgot to tell you. While you were visiting the guild on my behalf, Kamlito Halito was kind enough to go about inspecting the other trees in the area. I'm pleased to report that he assures me that not a one shows any suspicious gnawing or tooth marks. He's a rather dour fellow, isn't he? And yet, it would seem he takes his work quite seriously. I dare say I was rather impressed at how closely he examined each and every trunk with such painstaking eye. He mentioned that he was heading back to the amphitheater after finishing the job. Why, he didn't even stick around long enough to allow me to thank him for his efforts. Might you be so kind as to pass along a simple message of gratitude on my behalf?
Right, back to the amphitheater. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Where's the aetherite? There it is. And Miketo. Hey, we both made it at around the same time. Granted, I took a little bit more of a circuitous route. There she is. Alright, let's speak with Kamlito.
I can't help but feel that something is missing. And yet, what could it be?
Kamlito Halito is staring so intently at the snowman that it seems he might burn a hole clear through its body. I know. Mayhap a necklace of the finest gold, with a sparkling gem inlaid, would give a glamorous appearance befitting the season. But no, I might appreciate that, but I am not a child of Gridania. I must put myself in their shoes. Whatever sort of snowman would bring a smile to their faces. Is something amiss? Oh, it's you. No, there is nothing amiss per se. I simply had occasion to return here, and I was wondering if there was not something I could do to further improve upon my most inspired creation. Bah! Who am I fooling? It's true. I haven't stopped thinking about what the girls said for bells now. Here I thought I would come here and put together a festival for the ages. And as it turns out, I can't even make a single child happy. Hells, I'm only making myself miserable as well. And yet, I must not give up hope. There is still time for me to do my job right. To earn the right to open that chest of presents and claim the glory that is rightfully mine. And so I got to thinking. That child was looking at the snowman with a most intense gaze, was she not? No doubt she saw something in it that has managed to escape me. Forgive me. I suspect my work here might take a little longer than expected. Pray, report to Amgarani ahead of me and tell her I shall be along in due time. All right. Let's speak with Am. Welcome back, friend. And another job well done, I am pleased to say. Well, what are you waiting for? Help yourself. You've more than earned it. Carlito's still putting the finishing touches on his snowman, you say? Dare I dream that he's come to understand the true spirit of Starlight at last? For indeed, this season isn't just about gaudy lights, toys, and trinkets. If every last child is not able to find something of joy here, we have not done our duty. And to make that possible, we must first find a reason to rejoice for ourselves. Our smiles light up the faces of the children, who in turn warm our hearts yet further, allowing us to further spread happiness across the realm. It is that cycle of giving and receiving, that ever-expanding circle of peace and joy that embodies the true soul of the Starlight season. So, take your present proudly, my friend. Let it fill your heart with pure satisfaction, that you might have happiness aplenty to share with your fellow adventurers, and indeed, Eorzeans the realm over. Alright, let's open the green box. More magic prisms. Numeral 3. Another thank you letter has arrived from one of your admirers. Speak to Banefeld and Miketo's Amphitheater to see what it says. Alright, let's read. We've got letter from the Quicksand and from Rogger's Reach. Let's start with the Quicksand.
When I heard one of my regulars saying that Starlight might be cancelled this year, I almost spit out my drink. But later I caught word that you were on the job, and I knew at that moment there was no cause for worrying. Of all the adventurers I know, and believe me, I know plenty, none understand quite as well as you that there's no deed too small to be meaningful. Least of all the task of warming the hearts of children who find kindness and good cheer all too hard to come by in these trying times. So feel proud, Chris Valentine. You've done right by the realm today. Safe travels, and don't be a stranger.
Thanks, Momodi. So, who's contacting us from Rogger's Reach?
Probably Rabon.
Maybe. When I first heard that there may not be a Starlight this year, my heart broke for all the poor children out there. How relieved I was to then hear that you'd come to the rescue. After all, what's building a few snowmen and putting some stars on trees to the liberator of Alamigo? Speaking of which... Oh, whoops, wrong voice. Let me try that again. That's definitely Lisa's voice.
When I first heard that there might not be a Starlight this year, my heart broke for all the poor children out there. How relieved I was then to hear that you'd come to the rescue. After all, what's building a few snowmen and putting some stars on trees to the liberator of Alamigo? Speaking of which, there's been talk of celebrating the season here in Alamigo next year, and you'll never guess whose idea it was. Why, none other than Raubon himself. Seems he's rather keen on the idea of donning that scarlet garb. I too was thinking I could touch up some traditional Alamigan dress and put together something suitable for the season. And prepare plenty of presents for the children here, of course. Have to show everyone here that I'm good for more than just fighting, right?
Alright, we're going to take a quick break just to separate parts 1 and 2 of the Starlight Celebration. So, we'll be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching this on Twitch or live from PlayStation and you like this show, hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you're well informed, and feel free to subscribe to me for access to exclusive videos and live streams. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more by me, and click here to watch the next episode of Starlight Celebration 2020.